Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at another button shy game. This button shy game is designed by Stephen Arminian. He's designed a ton of button shy games at this point, and this one's Ancient Realm. This is another solo game, and it's an 18-card game. And in this game, you're trying to create your best realm out there with the district cards and the wonder cards and score the most by the end of the game for your realm. So let's go ahead down to the table here. I'll give you a general overview of how to play the game, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. All right, so starting from humble beginnings, you must lead your civilization to greatness. Harvest, hire, build, and plan your way into the history books. This is Ancient Realm. In Ancient Realm, you're going to have two different decks here. You're going to have a district deck and a wonder deck. You're going to have your resources card, so you're going to have your money, wheat, wood, and stone. And you're going to start with 3 money, 1 wheat, 1 wood, 1 stone. You'll start the game by placing 2 district cards face up and 2 wonder cards face up. The gameplay in the game is pretty simple. You're going to place a card out, and then you'll replace the card from either the district deck or the wonder deck, your choice, doesn't matter. So the game will end when you run out of cards to place out, either by not being able to play them or you've played all the cards. And then you're going to score up, and in the back of the instruction manual, you're going to look to see what your score sets you. And this is a solo game, so if you score 49, 0 to 49, you're ruinous. 50 to 54, adequate. 55 to 59, see if we get the focus here, it's going to be respectable. 60 to 64, noble. 65 to 69, valiant. And 70 plus, legendary. Now, you're going to score points mainly through these wonders. The wonders are going to give you these purple little picture, those purple things here indicate your points. But also, some of your cards, district cards you place out, if you don't cover them over, which I'll show you in a minute, they'll give you points too. Like here's 2 points per crown. Now the crown or any of these symbols are going to relate to these symbols up here, and each of these types do different things for you in the game. Now if you place out a district card, you just place out the district card. You're just going to place it out. Doesn't cost you anything. But if you want to place out a wonder, your wonders are going to cost you these resources here. So in this case, it's going to be 2 wood and 2 wheat to play this card. When you place out cards, so let's say I place this card out, then I would put another card out. So I have my first starting card here. Now if I want to put another card out, if I wanted it to be a wonder, I have to have those resources. Now I could actually play this wonder. You notice that I only have well, actually I can't, because I noticed there's 3 woods there instead of 1. But there's 3 wood, 1 stone, and 2 wheat. If it was only 1 wood, 1 stone, 2 wheat, then I could have exchanged 2 money at any time for 1 resource. And that would cover it. Well, how do you ever play wonders? What's the point of putting this district card out? It didn't give me anything. Well, it can. And the way that it can, and even wonders, the little side ones can give you can't cover over the wonder itself, but you can cover over these little guys, is the next card I put out. So if I place this card next, and I'm going to be placing it over top of these 2 here, and then when it slides down, I'm going to get these resources. So since I'm covering over this forest, I could pay 1 money to gain a wood resource. So I'd tilt this, and I would get 1 wood resource. Then I'm covering over the mine, so I would get 2 money. So that would put me back up to 4 money. I would flip this over. Now you notice that these cards here, so this will finish up, and that's how that would end up. Now you notice that these cards here have a double-sided. The max amount of resources you could ever have is 7. If you gain any more, you just don't get them. So you're going to be covering over these cards to gain your resources to be able to play these wonders. The other thing is there's always an active ability. So the top card in your district deck is the active ability until the card is put out on the field here. So while this is out, when you activate any of these type of locations, you'll gain 1 more resource of the same type. So you want to watch out for these. In addition to that, the other advantage to bringing out wonders is all of them actually all of them, not most of them, all of them, give you a permanent benefit. So once this is out, so let's say I played this wonder and I put it here, this wonder's effect wouldn't come in until after I resolve whatever I covered over. But for the rest of the game, when activating blocks, hire this symbol here for free. So that's pretty nice. So I don't have to. So for example, where's one at? This guy right here, if I cover over him, he normally costs 1 money to do his thing. But since I have that wonder out, it would be free for me to gain the benefit. So that's really helpful. So you get 2 different benefits that can occur. Any wonders that you built, you're going to get those benefits for the rest of the game. And the top face down card of the district deck is going to give you a benefit. So you're going to try to work through those to get as many of these wonders out, with limiting how many of the scoring district cards you cover over. You will have to cover over because you do need resources, and the mines give you the money, which is sort of like, you could, since it's a 2-to-1 trading, you consider that a wild resource. So you're going to get a wild resource that you could use at any time. Really good. But in a gist, that's how you play Ancient Realm. Like I said, you're going to continue until you run out of these decks and cards, or you run out of the ability to play them. When the game ends, you're going to score up. You'll score up with your wonder points, and then you'll score up with any of the mines you didn't cover, or any other ones that give you scoring options. Like here, you get 2 per all these different symbols here. So you'll add that up, take your score, take a look at the back of the book, and see how well you did. So let's go ahead back up the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Ancient Realm. So I don't play a lot of solo games. I don't really do that a lot, but I do end up playing a lot of solo button-shy games. These games seem to be very solid for me. There's a couple different reasons why I think these work for me than playing solo modes on other games. One is they're very small, easy, compact. I can take this anywhere and I could just put this out and play. So I could play in downtime, and the other thing is it doesn't take very long. These games take between 15 and 20 minutes. This one specifically only takes me about 15 minutes to play, and they're very satisfying. There's a different puzzle every time. The cards come out randomly, and like in this one, the district powers will be different each time based on which one's coming up first compared to what you have out and what you have available. So it's a very puzzly game, and there's a lot of really good decisions making that you do during the game of which one is best to put out. Should I cover these over for the resources? How do I make sure I get as many wonders as I possibly can out? But how do I also try not to cover over so many of the district scoring stuff, because those points can add up also. Maybe I do want to push to get this wonder out because it gives me this extra bonus ability for the rest of the game. Just so many cool decisions in this game. And I just still floors me how the different designers that make games for button shy games here can figure out how to get so much awesome out of so few cards. 18 cards, all it is. Just amazing. I'm super happy with this game. It's going in my collection. I have played it dozens of times at this point, and I will probably play it a lot more in the future. So that is a mark for a great game to me, and I really like this one. It's just perfect for that. So if you're looking for a shortish solo game that is fun to play, I would highly recommend checking out this game. And if you are looking for or have liked other solo games from Button Shy, this is a solid game to pick up. So that's my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching.